Hey, it's Adam, Avalon Auto, Alpharetta, Georgia, AvalonAutoAtlanta.com. Next up, 2000 Lexus LX470, 182,000 miles, beautiful 100 series, already half built, so Ironman Foam Cell Pro lift kit on it. AHC has been deleted, nitro gear upper control arms. We just put on some new Maxxis Razor ATs and a 285 75 16. These were the biggest 16-inch all-terrains I could find. I think it filled it out nice. They had the stock size tires on it when we got it, and they were just way too small. Beautiful champagne color paint. Really looks good in the sun. It is, Tuesday, May 20th, 2025. There's a handful of other things we're still waiting on for this. The steering wheels that I normally replace on these 100 series and GXs, this 2000 is a little bit different. So the back shroud will not clip on to the steering wheel. It was a little different from 98 to 02, so I ordered a different one. It's going to be a little darker than it should be, but it's the only one I found that was specific to this year 100 series. Pinstripes. These are probably OG pinstripes from 2000, so 25 years old. We're going to get them redone because I was hoping they could buff them all out. Well, they got a lot of it out, but they were afraid to break into the clear coat. So we're going to re-pinstripe this just so it looks uniform. But this thing's lived all of its life in the South. First 100K or so was down in Florida. In 2016, it moved to Georgia. Great service history its whole life. Timing was done around 144, I think, in 2018. Undercarriage had some Florida stuff, but no rust to speak of. It's nothing structural at all. Very clean frame. A little bit of surface here and there, like on the exhaust and such. We've done a lot of service on it. So both front CV axles, valve cover gaskets, spark plugs, heater tees, just because they weren't leaking, but I always replace them on the 100 series just so we know. So new CV axles. I'm trying to remember what else. There was a handful of other things. I think maybe brakes or something. I'll have to read the full description at AvalonAutoAtlanta.com. You're good. Just to get a full list, because I've got a couple big projects working. We did order this touch-up paint from Toyota. It is probably a week or so out. I thought I had it, but this color is slightly different than the ones they put on the GX470. So there's a handful of small rock chips, nothing major at all, nothing worth repainting the hood for. We did repaint both front and rear bumpers and I believe some of the rear side moldings, just parking lot scrapes, nothing major at all. But the bumpers both had just a little bit of damage, some clear coat failure. So I went ahead and repainted all that. Interior, like normal, both front seats recovered with the armrests. So looks great, brand new, so fresh, so clean. Console cover already looked good. On these old 100 series, especially the LXs, people loved the wood grain stick-ons. I was able to get this one off without any damage to speak of. This, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole of peeling this off because I'm pretty sure underneath is going to peel some of the color off of it as well. There's also little stick-ons over here. These I might be able to get off. Also up here, it's this, dealer installed wood grain trim crap. Let me just a second. We do have 3 keys for this LX. Came with 3 and one of them was busted up. It fits the same AJT fob shell we use for our GXs. We keep them in stock. It's got a valet key and another remote key. So 3 functioning keys, 182,000 miles, fully inspected and serviced. Speakers on this one sound pretty good. I'm going to take off the door panels just to confirm they're not deteriorated, because I do have another set of the Simply Speaker rebuild kits in stock. I already did the speakers on the Cypress Green 07 we're working on. I ordered a full another kit because the rear door speakers need to be rebuilt on that one. This one does have all the books and manuals. The book is too big to fit in the glove box. It does fit in the center console though. Well, kind of. But everything works. You got your dual center console, cup holders, You know, this one's an old school thing, so no backup camera, no Bluetooth, nothing like that. This Nakamichi premium sound system, you're going to have to go on I Hate Mud. There's quite a few different forums on upgrading this. Unfortunately, from what I've read, even the most recent one I think was like 2023. To my knowledge, there's not a plug and play conversion for this. You're either going to have to splice your original harness, which I do not like doing. You know, I'm all for plug and play options, but you're going to want to get an audio shop if you want to switch this out. It does have the same issues that every other one does. AM, FM, all that works fine. Tape deck is seized up, does not work. CD player just shows errors when you try to play. The stupid comment on these, I mean, they're a 25-year-old system, but AM, FM work fine. You can get a Bluetooth receiver, plug it in the power bank over here, and be just fine. For the temporary, at least. But we are not an audio-visual shop, so I'm not going down the rabbit hole of changing this and splicing in wires. Power antenna, everything works. Steering wheel, again, we are going to be replacing this. The mounting points down here are a little different than the 03 Up 100 series and GXs, which I keep steering wheels in stock for, so I just ordered another one. Leather color should be the same, kind of dark brown. This is going to be a little darker wood grain, though. They did not have a light wood grain option for this one. But door panels are all in great shape. Typical fading on the top where people put their arms. But really nice 100 series. Like this one a lot. Battery tested good. Radiator's good. Timing at 144 in 2018. This thing has been serviced by one of my favorite cruiser shops in the Atlanta area, the Southeast Really, ACC Garage. So some of those are documented on the Carfax. They did some cooling system work, I want to say back in like 2018 or something. Coils, does have some newer Denso coils in there, I see. We did valve cover gaskets. Anytime we do valve cover gaskets, we go ahead and do spark plugs. And on these, we also replaced both the heater tees in the back. Actually, I need to confirm that with my shop because they didn't use the right clamps, but we will check that out. But very nice 100 series, 180,000 miles, fully serviced, already lifted. I'd say it's about a 2.5-inch lift kit, 2 to 2.5. Does have a front diff drop on it as well. Again, still a handful of things we're going to do. Repinstripe, steering wheel. That's the biggest part of it. Everything else seems to be good. All the door lock actuators work. Everything functions. Center diff lock has been tested and does work. Once you get rolling, I just tested it this morning. There it goes. It is engaged. So center diff lock works. Again, AHC's been disabled. I'm going to see if I've got another drop-in cruiser style holder just so we can delete that. There we go. Center diff lock is off. And my wife came to visit in her beautiful 06 GX470. So I'll get this girl back in the garage and see what the wifey's up to. But it is May 20th, Tuesday. This one I'm hoping to get up for sale today. Again, a few little things to, it'll probably be about a week or two before I get the steering wheel. But we could always do that later or send it out to you because it's not hard. It's literally one Torx, remove the airbag, 19 millimeter, switch everything over. Takes me about 5 minutes to swap a steering wheel. So, Adam with Avalon Auto. Sorry for the long video, but this is a big girl. Have a great day.